after getting through those first couple of games and then playing an exceptional first half on the road, and then to see them kind of backslide?
Well, I think that the approach was better after we were able to sit down and talk about the opening weekend. It's tough with 2 games in 3 days to really just break everything down. That's hard. But we were able to break everything down after the weekend, and I thought that helped us get ready to play Seton Hall. We had a lot of respect for Seton Hall as well, and I think going in there, our guys knew there was only one way we were going to be able to deal with that type of a team, which is going to be to fight and play hard and claw it out. I think the first half was definitely like that. The second half, our offense, ineptness in terms of taking care of the ball, really just gave us no chance. You're not going to be able to play that type of team on the road and give them, I don't know how many turnovers, maybe 5 to 6 turnovers in the first 7, 8 minutes, and be able to withstand that. And a lot of unforced turnovers, a lot of things that we can control in terms of our execution. And, those are the things that we've been dealing with post Seton Hall. So hopefully we improve as we head into Sunday.
Beyond the process of getting everyone acclimated to a new system, new expectations, everything, I think you said the other night that there are a couple things this team's doing right now that's not really hard to fix. I mean, maybe when you look a week or so down the road, a month or so down the road, what are a couple things right now that you think can be fixing that kind of?
I think execution. I think, if you call an underneath out of bounds play and 4 guys run it, 1 guy doesn't, those are correctable things. Now that 1 guy either doesn't play in the game or he has to be made aware of how important it is. And I think that's what we're doing now. We're trying to recognize the simplicity of how important it is to be good at very little things, not big things. I think if we correct little things, you'll see big improvement. It won't be earth-shattering stuff that you notice, but you'll see more quality plays, less mistakes. And I think those are some of the things. On both sides of the ball, you can pretty much make communication, execution of your system that you do every day, understanding on offense, how we have to play and take care of the ball, execution, communication, things like that, little things. But they're hard to get sometimes. You got to get a team in sync, and that's what we're fighting for right now.
In that vein, I think you talked a little bit on the radio show last night, but defensively, kind of what are the principles of just your system and what, maybe the basics of, the foundation, I guess, of what you're looking for from guys?
Great effort on the ball. I think that's step one. I think, watch out every 3-point shot that's made on our team, go through it again. Watch me. What's the big thing? Well, we don't work on the ball. We don't approach the ball well. And I think that's where it starts with our team, is a team that has an identity that plays hard on the ball. I think after that, we're a team that's way too spread out. Our system is one of which we want to protect the paint. And I think you're getting gashed right now in terms of the ball getting to the paint. When you get gashed into the paint, you give up threes, you give up offensive rebounds. So the staple of being able to guard the ball and protect the paint, it's not getting done right now. And it'll take time, it is. It's going to take time. You have 1 guy break down and 4 seconds on the shot clock, goes for a shot fake or goes for a steal when he's not supposed to. And, you're out of position with 3 on the shot clock and you foul a 3-point shooter. Things like that are hurting us. And I think we just got to get better at it. That's what you're practicing for. That's what you're repping for right now. But yeah, if you ask me, our defensive system, is it there? No, it's not. And I think, when you're not executing, you're not going to get great results. And I think the scores and the percentages that we're giving up right now as a team, it's not very good at what it's doing.
How encouraging was it the first half? Were you able to probably play the way you wanted to play?
Well, I think, you go back in the locker room for the first time probably all season, and it felt like, we earned that half. We got after it a little bit. We blocked out. We rebounded against a team that's a superior rebounding team on most nights. We were able to force 11 turnovers, which means we were active at times. And, I think Devontae carried us a little bit on offense with some shots. If he doesn't do that, we're probably down double figures at halftime. Being able for him to step out of the box a little bit and make some plays was good to see. But I would say that just offensively, our inability to execute, our inability to, take care of the ball continues to be something that's really disappointing. And if we can get that ever fixed, and get those turnovers down and bad possessions on offense, then we won't be in transition defense as much. It won't have as many opportunities to score on us with easy runs. And I think that's the big thing that we're trying to get executed on offense, is just the ability to make less mistakes.
Are the underclassmen having a little bit better time adjusting to the new systems? Because they seem to be coming through, especially in
they don't have to change. They're learning everything from first. They don't have to reprogram themselves any other way. These other guys, they got to reprogram themselves from what they've been taught. In some cases, 3.5 years. In some cases, a year or 2. But everything's new to them on both sides. They're deprogramming themselves a little bit, trying to retrain, which isn't easy because at that point in time you're thinking. And anytime a player thinks out on the court and he's not playing with instincts and reactiveness, you take aggressiveness away. And I think that's what you see with some guys. Lack of making shots, unorthodox turnovers. just possessions that don't look good is, to me, just a lack of experience and chemistry and belief in what you do. You're seeing the freshmen obviously play very free right now, and I think they're just learning how to play the game the way that they're being taught for the first time. And, you know, for us, if we can ever get, you know, 3, 4, 5 guys playing that way, then, you know, obviously we're going to be better.
Coach, what can you know? Tell us about South Florida right now.
Well, it's a brand new roster. Coach Gregory, you know, coming from Michigan State a year ago, and then obviously being at Georgia Tech and Dayton, I know very familiar with. Terrific fundamental coach, a lot of toughness. Rebounding is going to be an emphasis. Being able to execute their system on offense against us. They'll have a good game plan. They're very well coached. New roster, trying to figure out, you know, what guys can do. They have a couple guys from Penn State and Samuel and Banks, I think, that have played in the Big Ten, so they're aware of the arena. And I think their size inside is going to cause problems. Their athleticism and size inside is going to cause problems. And like anybody right now, we're very dialed in on our three-point shooters, just trying to get that under the wraps. But I expect a very hard-fought game. Expect it to be a physical game, and I think that this is going to be an opponent that is going to give us some trouble around the basket. So we're going to have to be, you know, really, really cognizant of how we play and sharing the ball and being sure with it in terms of turnovers, because that's the one thing that has been really hurting us is our ability to take care of it. So it'll be a good opponent.
All right, Coach.
That's it. Thanks.